Hello, my name is Joshua. I'll be your host today. I'd like to welcome everybody to the yieldsApp training series. Today, we're kicking off with the fundamental steps to access the full potential of yieldsApp by setting up your farms, fields, or zones. So this is a crucial initial step that allows yieldsApp to retrieve and harness data directly from your fields or zones, providing a wealth of information and knowledge that will be used to be tailored to your specific fields. So by setting up your farms, fields, or zones, you're essentially enabling yieldsApp to tap into a treasure trove of data. So this includes detailed insights into the specific needs of your crop, the prevalent pest and disease that affect your crop in your specific region, historical data pertaining to your field, weather, and much more. So let's dive in. Let's see how we're able to create our farms and fields. So once you've logged into your farmer account, you will see a blank page right now because we haven't done anything. We haven't set up anything. And in order to start the engines of yieldsApp, we'll go to create add a farm right here on the top left-hand corner. Also close the tab on the side. And we'll put in the farm name. Neptune. And then you'll see a drop down right below it that says click to create Neptune. Once we've done this, we've created the farm. Now we have to create a field and associate it to this specific farm. So we'll put in a name for the field. Corn West. And then we have to select the specific growing method for this field. Okay, so you have multiple options. Today we're going to do in this demonstration a very simple soil open field. We will continue by clicking next. This will take us to the boundaries. This is where we're able to create the specific boundaries for the field. And also, in addition to this, we can also create the zones inside those field boundaries. All right. Now, before I start, you also have the ability to upload in shape files. All right. But at this moment, in this demonstration, we're going to be doing this manually. Okay. So based on your IP, it's already going to take you. You can click on the map. In the search aspect, you can type in the address, or you can put in the longitude or latitude. What we'll do is we'll enter the area, scroll to the farms and the fields that we'll be using. Okay, once we've located the fields on the map, we'll be able to use on the top right-hand corner. I don't know if my video is blocking it, but you have a little toolbar to create manually the polygon. You also have the pivot where you can create a circle pivot for your fields. So I'm going to do a manual option. I'm going to go to the field. I'm going to click on the boundaries, and I can zoom in if I want to, get as close as I want and accurate. Or I can do it by eye, which I'm doing right now. So I've created a boundary area. It's telling me it's 9.36 hectares. I can change it to the true size, say 10 hectares. And again, you can see here, I am making it with this check mark a single field zone. Once I go next, you'll see I have to now fill in the information. So what's being grown in this crop, what's being grown in this field, what was grown previously. So in this section, I'm going to select the crop type that I'm growing. And then it's going to give me options for the variety. Now, this is very important as well, because every variety is going to have a different nutrient uptake, possibly, distribution, or resilience to specific pest and disease, or growing time. So once we've selected this, make sure that that is in the system. We'll put in the previous crop, put in the yield potential, and then we'll fill in the planting date and end season date. Okay. Now the planting is mandatory. The end season is not. So let's say we've already started the season. This, and I will save this field information. Okay, so it's going to take a second right now because it's going to gather all that data from yieldsApp and it's going to attach it to this specific field. So the engines are going to start running. All right. So there you go. We've already did the first initial step of creating a farm and also creating a field. Okay, now we can do work. Now, before I continue or end the session, let's go ahead and create another field. But in this case, let's create a field with multiple zones. So in order to do this, I go back to the add farm option. And as you can see right away, when you click the farm, you have your farm name Neptune. If you're creating a new farm, I would just type in the name I would like. And then click create farm 2. All right. In this case, I will use the same farm. I'd want to show you guys on the same field. And then I'm going to create a new field, open field. We'll continue. I'll do that. I will create the zones as well. Use the tool in the top right-hand corner of the page. Okay, so I've created the boundaries for this field. All right, I can again adjust the true value, the true size. And then this time I'm going to remove this check mark because I'm going to make this multiple zones. Okay, so we'll go to the next step, and now we have to distinguish the zones in that field boundaries. So again, we're going to use the same tools. And that's the first zone. And that is the second zone. Okay. Now we'll see now once we've created 2 zones, we're going to need information, different information for each zone. So you can see zone 1. I select that specific crop variety, previous crop, irrigation method, yield, and the planting date and season end date. To the other zone. Planting date, and again, these could have different planting dates and season end date. Okay, again, now what we're doing is we're saving it. We're taking all the data from yieldsApp for the information based on the crop variety. Okay, take condition, your region, and voila. Again, now we've completed the first step, the initial step of creating the farm, fields, and zones. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, we have other sessions that will go into more of the features and see the true capabilities of yieldsApp. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining us in this quick initial setup, and we'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.